What's up, everybody? How's it going? Just wanted to do a fall update, considering tonight is a nice October evening here in the desert. Go ahead there, sorry about that. Didn't realize how shiny I was. So what's been going on with the channel, life, whatnot, music? Let's start with music. Both bands that I predominantly play in, Blue Jay and the Pigeons and Futilitarian, have just finished their weekend of the Night of the Living Dead cover band show here at the Launchpad. Friday night, Blue Jay, we were the B-52s, and Saturday, Futilitarian was Amon Amarth. Both shows were extremely successful. Friday night we played to, I want to say, a sold-out house at 8:30. Now granted, the audience wasn't there for us. In fact, there was a lot of people that didn't know us that saw the advertising and the flyers that said Blue Jay and the Pigeons as B-52s. So I think people that obviously like the B-52s came to see us perform that stuff. And a few minor mistakes from everybody all around, but I think our energy was so amped up and the crowd was so into it, no one really gave a shit. And usually I'm a stickler for get your shit right, especially since we've been rehearsing this since June. Even the fact that I made some simple mistakes. I'm not a perfectionist, but sometimes it can be really bothersome, but these were very little non-bothersome mistakes. I'm proud of, sorry, reaching there for my little foot thing. I'm proud of the entire band for really learning this stuff, including myself, because you guys know me on this channel. I'm predominantly a punk guy, a rock guy, metal guy per se, and learning B-52s with their certain tunings and time signatures and phrasings was challenging for everybody. Even I've been playing guitar for almost 29 years, actually, almost to the date. Some of the stuff wasn't difficult-ish. What was difficult was transcribing some of the stuff. For instance, the song Rome, for the guitars, it's tuned to open E major, I think, with the B string at 251 hertz, right? So, let's see. Don't know how well this is going to pick up, but in standard tuning, which this guitar is, let's see if I can play it here. It's a lot harder to do when you're in this tuning as opposed to the open tuning when he's just hitting certain, like one there, one there. So that was a little challenging, but I pat myself on the back for learning that and figuring out the notes and figuring out, okay, well, this is obviously he's up here a little bit, so I had to do some thinking. I was intimidated by Love Shack at first until I saw how simple it was. It sounds Derek, he had some props to you, Derek, if you see this, man, because that song alone on the bass is like, you don't stop. Guitar does this crappy, that's not the chords, but it's stuff like that. And everybody did well, and it paid off because we had an amazing audience, an amazing show. We had costume changes right there on the stage in between songs to where I'll get to the next night here in a minute, but more on that. People were talking about it, and it was just great. And Saturday night was Futilitarian's turn, and it was our first gig in 5.5 years. Antonio is back from New York. He simply had to move back here because New York is expensive as shit. We played our first show with the band, minus Wally. I filled in for him on bass guitar. Some of you guys know in that band I play keyboards. I'm kind of I don't want to say the stand-in, but they asked me to fill in for Wally for this show, and I gladly accepted because another video I have coming out soon is I got stuck on guitar. I want to play bass. That's what I wanted to do when I was a teenager, but that's for another video. So when the opportunity came up to play bass in this band for a cover show, I immediately said yes. So that was fun, and we had our friend Mitch, who I was in the Extinction with. I don't know why I pointed that way because it's back in the day. it was great to have him sing again with us. And I saw some video from somebody from filming right up in the front row, and I don't see Mitch perform because I'm facing the audience, I'm focusing on what I'm doing. That dude is like so captivating, and so when he sings and when he calls out the audience, you're drawn to him, and it's so amazing, and he's so intense when he sings too, in a good way. So Mitch, if you see this, man, it was more than a pleasure than sharing the stage with you again, that's for sure. And having Antonio back on the kit, I love playing with Antonio, because when I started playing bass in The Extinction, I learned to play bass with him on drums. So we know how to speak to each other without really speaking, obviously verbally, instrumentally, we know how to work off each other. So we went on later that night. The previous night we went on at 8:30, Futilitarian went on at 10:30, and we're glad we did, because a lot of more of the metalheads showed up that night. Now Feudal does have a little more of a fan, I should say a little more. They have a fan base rather than Blue Jay and the Pigeons. We're still a starting out band, but that Futilitarian's been out for a long time. So there have been people that hasn't seen the band in years came to that show, let alone play at Montmartre. So it was a double treat for some fans that were just there. It was a win-win. I want to thank Barney for booking us, booking both bands. It's been an experience, and it all worked out. Not that any of us were having doubts or having issues with it, but it was a success on our side all around. Now I don't know if Blue Jay and the Pigeons are going to do it again next year. I don't know what we kind of have plans set for next year, but things can change. But if Feudal wants to do it again, I'm down. Whether or not I play keyboards or bass, I'm good either way. So that was this past weekend, and today Blue Jay took a day out. Usually we rehearse on Sundays. We took the day off. Most of the band is sadly kind of getting ill. KJ's in the living room right now. I think he's getting a low-grade fever. One of our singers said their throat, the cough's getting worse. So yeah, I hope none of us are getting sick, because we play on Saturday. We have one more show for this month. It's at some brewery. I don't want to say distillery, but I think they make their own like liquor there. It's a haunted house thing we're doing as well. There's gonna be costume contests, a prize or two given, something like that. I don't know. We're playing in 6 days, so hopefully none of the band members get super sick to where we have to cancel. I feel good, knock on wood. I don't want to knock too hard because Odin will get pissed off if he thinks somebody's knocking on the door. So that's what's up. The cover shows are done. Blue Jay and the Pigeons has one more show for this month, but you don't have anything booked for October. Our next show after that, after this coming Saturday, is December 2nd. It is going to be a production thing that we're going to be throwing called Wizard of Az, AZZ. It's going to have burlesque, drag. We're going to be performing, etc. That's at the Social Club here in town. That's I think going to be our last gig of the year, unless something really cool comes up. Later on, I'll do like a winter year update, which I normally do. What else is going on? Personal life. Job has been getting really intense because we're down staff, so a lot of us are working overtime. I think I worked like 50 hours like this week alone, and then played 2 shows back to back. So needless to say, this morning I was pretty fucking tired, but I got through it. And yeah, health-wise, I'm doing better. I think, what was it, beginning of last month, I had to have an endoscopy and a colonoscopy at the same time. Not my ideal spit roast, but oh well. Everything came back fine. I did have some polyps here and there, and everything's benign, no cancer. Reason they screened me early because cancer does run in my family, sadly. My grandmother died of stomach cancer when I was 11. My other grandmother, she's still alive. She had colon cancer at age 81. Stage 2, she survived and is cancer-free. My dad has testicular cancer when I was 7. My mom had a like spinal tumor thing happen when she was 16 that ended her up in a wheelchair. So shit runs in my family. So when I mentioned all that stuff, my new gastro doc was like, let's get you checked out. But I'm good. Thankfully I'm good. I'm turning 44 in 2 months, right? November, December, January, 3 months. 3 months I turned 44. I'm doing all right. I'm down to 215 pounds. I gained 5, but my clothes are getting slimmer. So I want to say it's body fat that I'm losing. Maybe I'm getting muscle there too. I don't know. I don't go to the gym as much as I was as I used to. I was going 7 days a week, twice a day for a long time, since like 2017. And since I started working my current job since March, I only go maybe 3 or 4 times a week because my job is so physically demanding that by the end of a 10-hour shift, the last thing I want to do is go squat, you know, a couple hundred pounds, or leg press a couple hundred pounds. I'm done. So I'm not complaining. It's just I have to get used to not going to the gym all the time. I was doing it for so long. So I think that's it. And pretty much just this year is ending good. I know in the beginning of the year I posted a video saying what my goals are and what I want to achieve for YouTube and music and all that. I'm going to do my final thoughts at the end of the year of why stuff didn't happen. Let's see, as far as the channel goes, I got a couple of videos lined up. I'm going to do a demo on the DiMarzio Evolution middle pickup, which I think is discontinued, and I'm not sure about that. And then this is the Phantom P90 in a humbucker case. That's coming up next. And then I said earlier, I'm going to do a video that I'm titling I Got Stuck Playing Guitar. And I'll just kind of go with it, man. Oh, I'm going to be doing the Bradley Hall Pass the Pick Challenge. I'm actually signed up for his Patreon guitar lessons in guitar school. I haven't had time to really dabble in the lessons because we were preparing for the cover shows. But now that we're done, I can finally start cracking into the lessons. If you want to see one of the videos where I got tabbed for the Tornado of Souls Megadeth solo, go check that out. I don't obviously play it good at all. I have a video concept and playlist that I only have 1 or 2 videos so far. Basically, I think if you are on TikTok, if you're a guitar player or whatnot, or even a bass player, whatever, there's a couple of people that say, well, what if Kurt Cobain played in Van Halen, or Van Halen played in AC/DC? The premise of my thing is, what if I played in those bands? Because I'm nowhere near those caliber of playing. So I did an Yngwie one and I did a Megadeth one. So I don't know who I'm going to do next. So if you guys want to see me do cringe guitar to a really cool band, put in the comments who you want me to destroy and whatnot. So that's it, guys. Hit subscribe and that bell. Videos are going to be coming, I think, the next 2 weeks. I'm going to actually try to film 2 tonight and then release 2 during the week, even though it's 10 o'clock at night, but I have nothing going on, thankfully. So that's it, guys. That's fall update for 2023. We'll see you in the next video.